Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I created this group so that our team could talk to you a little bit about what is coaching. So, if you're in this group and watching this video, somebody obviously thought that you were pretty awesome, awesome enough to join our team because we are selective of who we decide to work with. Because the beauty of this company is we get to choose who our coworkers are. If you've ever worked somewhere where you either just had miserable negative coworkers or people that really just wouldn't be somebody you chose to hang out with outside of the office, raise your hand. If your hand is not raised, you're a freak of nature because that doesn't usually happen. So obviously somebody thinks that you're really awesome. They see the potential within you that you may not see. But the beauty of being a Beachbody coach is that we actually really do see a lot more in people than they even ever think of themselves. So it's cool to be able to say, no, you 100% will be amazing. You need to believe in yourself. And it kind of gets the wheels going on somebody. Maybe you have heard that from one of us in here saying that, and you're like, I don't think that I would be a good coach. I'm nobody special. And those are the same thoughts that we've all had. We've all thought that. Before we joined, we were like, who's going to want to listen to me? I don't have anything special about me. So just know that you're not alone. And so many of us have the same doubts, the same questions, and the same why is this person asking me to be a coach? I don't think that I think I still need a coach. That's okay too. You can still be on your journey. You can still need your coach to be a coach to you, and just encourage others on your journey. So basically it's the same thing as you going out and being like, oh my gosh, I tried this awesome restaurant last night. The pizza was so good. You guys have to go try it. It's the same thing as being like, dude, this program is amazing. I'm down a jean size. I finally understand food. You have to try it. Or, hey, this coaching opportunity is so fun. It's honestly changed my life. Just come see if it's for you or not because it's so cool. So that's just a little bit about basically how you invite people to either be a client of yours or to join you in this amazing opportunity of coaching. So basically what I want to tell you is what is a Beachbody coach and what are the core concepts. And first I want to just tell you a little bit about my background so that you know that, again, you don't have to be perfect to be a coach. If you needed to be a nutrition pro, if you needed to know everything about fitness and how to deadlift and proper form of this, and if you needed to have a six-pack and not carbs, then they would have made sure that a certification was needed. But it's not, because they want real people that are going to really be real with other people and encourage them along their way. So, for example, I basically tell people I was on my senior class, I was voted most confused. Yep. Senior class of high school, that's what they all thought of me the most. So, I did earn that, yes, with good reason. And then also, I did get good grades. I was a super nerd, but I tried so hard. I put so much extra pressure on myself because I thought you had to get good grades, had to work really hard. So I was that girl that tried really hard. I may have had all A's and B's, but I wasn't just oh, boom, got it, done. I was falling asleep in the library studying for the 18th hour for my anatomy exam and just pulling by with a B when my roommate studied for 40 minutes and got a better grade than everyone in class. So I know what it's like to struggle with food, with nutrition, with grades, with jobs. I know all about that. So a little about me. In college, I had really terrible relationships. They were too long-term, very emotionally abusive relationships. Basically made me feel like I was nothing. I just felt like I was not worthy. I developed eating disorders. They lasted off and on for 8 years. I was bulimic, and sometimes it would fade into more so just not eating enough. Sometimes it would be exercising crazy amounts of hours. At one point in time, my sophomore year of college, I gained the freshman 15, and then the second semester for freshman year started with my bulimia, and then it kind of transformed into a little bit of not really eating enough, still eating, but definitely not eating enough, and exercising 2.5 hours a day, every day, 5 to 6 days a week. If I couldn't do it all in the morning, I would go back and do it twice a day. And I was living on dry Cheerio, 100-calorie yogurts, and half a ham sandwich a day. So I definitely hated myself. I let the scale define who I was as a person for 10 whole years. And I finally have found a little bit of peace in knowing that I'm good enough and I don't need to listen to a scale to tell me how amazing I am. So that did not come overnight. I struggled with that. I cried a lot. I did therapy. I have a very, very supportive husband who has helped me out of that funk a good bit. So somebody that struggled with eating disorders, somebody that struggled with absolutely hating themselves, having no self-confidence. So basically in grad school, I gained 20 or 25 pounds. I was at my biggest I've ever been. And I would never look back and say I was fat, but I definitely was larger than somebody of my 5'2" frame should be. And I was very unhappy in my skin. I was just miserable. And so being busy, working 50 hours a week, doing practicums, I never slept more than 4 or 5 hours a night, and I lived on a pot of coffee a day. And so much Splenda, so much crap. It's crazy to look back at the life that I used to live versus the life that I live now. So got out of grad school, was working, barely making any money at all. I had found my coach on Instagram. She was doing a giveaway of Shakeology, and I only used Instagram to do giveaways. That's what I did on my free time, either that or scrolled Pinterest. And so this girl was giving away Shakeology, so I entered, and then I started following her on Instagram, and she made a post one day that was like, "Are you sick of your job? Is your boss a jerk? Are you feeling unfulfilled, underpaid?" And I was like, yes, yes, yes. So I messaged her right away. I said, "Hey, I don't know what this is. I need information because I am struggling and I just hate my job." I was working in corporate wellness. I went to school for exercise physiology. And I felt like I had got my master's degree to fold towels. It's exactly how I felt, and that's exactly the reflection of my pay of what I was doing. So, so I basically said, okay, I'm doing this. How do I sign up? And I had $7 in my bank account when I signed on as a coach. I want you to think about this. I was 26. I had over $500 in loans every month. I had bills, I had insurance, car, I had everything. And I had $7 in my bank account. And a $400 check bill was coming out in 2 days. And I wasn't going to get paid before then. And I just knew my bank account was going to be negative. But there was nothing I could do. I knew it was going to be negative. And I had about $62,000 in debt when I signed on. And I thought, I don't need to add anything else on my credit card. But I did. I put $180, that's what it was. I bought Body Combat and Shakeology and signed up. You can even sign on for even cheaper now. And I basically bought my own business, started my own business, got awesome products, awesome results from the products. And I have had a girlfriend spend $25,000 to start her own company. Buy a franchise, and she had to sell it back because she was losing money. I make more money than she does, and I spent less than $200. So when you put it into perspective, what you're really getting, it's really amazing. So, and since I became a coach, I was able to pay for my wedding in cash. May 2014, I literally thought I was going to get married in a shack somewhere, so that was really awesome. I was able to quit my job in January this year, 2015. And what month is it? July of 2015, I was able to help my husband quit his job. He's a restaurant manager, made really good money, but lived there. I never saw him. He barely knew my family. He never came on vacations. He never came to weddings. He just couldn't get time off. He lived there. So I helped him quit his job, and he is currently pursuing real estate license and will be is just working part-time and will be doing real estate for full-time come September. And without Beachbody, that never would have happened. I never saw my husband ever. He was sleeping when I left for work, and I was sleeping when he came home from work as a newlywed. And going to weddings by yourself, that's no life that you want to live. When I think about having kids when he's never around, it scares the crap out of me. So I'm so excited to say that our life has been moving in a direction so thankfully because of this business. And basically all you're doing is inviting people to join you. Hey, dude, change my life. Will you just take a look and see if this is for you? Not if it's not, fine, but I am not going to not share this with you. That's changed my life so much. It's the same thing about the products. Dude, I had Shakeology help me. I had chronic stomach pains for over 15 years that every doctor under the sun couldn't figure out what it was. They had did endoscopies, tested for celiac, tested for everything. Said, oh, you're missing enzymes, take probiotics. Probiotics didn't work, but the natural, amazing superfoods and the natural form of probiotics in Shakeology did work. I've had people help decrease their insulin dosages. I've had people lower blood cholesterol. I've had people lower their blood pressure. I had a girlfriend that was borderline, she was pre-diabetic when she went a year later after the 21-day fix in Shakeology. Nowhere near those numbers. I have another coach that was in a serious car accident that either had to take pills that made her a zombie or deal with the pain that she couldn't sleep. After a week of Shakeology, it was gone. So for me, after not even a week, my stomach pains were gone. I had a girl that was crying for her acid reflux 2 days after Shakeology, gone. You don't just hear those stories for something full of crap. It is amazing. It is so healthy for your body, and I watch my clients get results and love it. I watch my coaches be able to pay off bills, pay off credit cards, quit their jobs, and it's amazing. Why would you not want to bless others with this opportunity? Why would you not want others to reach their goals and feel better in the skin that they're in? And that's all. That's what we do as coaches. We help people love themselves while they then get to pay it forward and help other people. It's not just about the money. It's not nearly about anything other than helping other women say, I love me just the way I am, and I'm not where I want to be, but I am happy with where I am now. Thank you for helping me on this journey because I love myself. I get messages like that all the time, and you will too because you're going to be a freaking rock star. I hope you enjoyed this, and we're all a little crazy. We are not normal, and we like it that way. We like silly, goofy, and I hope you are that way too because get used to it. You're going to see a lot more from us. So happy day one. Please stay tuned and see why we think you're going to be a freaking amazing coach. So thank you.